Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this time I thought I'd take a look at the singles of Toyah from 1979 to 1987. Now Toyah is a bit like Alice Cooper in that Toyah is actually the name of the band for about 5 or 6 years. Lead singer being Toyah Wilcox, and then from 85 onwards she went solo under the name Toyah. But we'll group the two of them together, and 1981 was her big year. She was massively successful in the UK with 3 top 10 hits, and 82 wasn't too bad either. But one thing I will say about Toyah is she's an accomplished actress as well. She starred in Quadrophenia as well as Jubilee, the punk film with Adam Ant from '78. But she's also worked with huge actors such as Laurence Olivier and Katharine Hepburn. She's married to Robert Fripp, and you'll see her every Sunday on YouTube doing this show with Robert and herself from their home. And one thing I will say about Toyah is she's an infectious personality. Okay, she's had 18 singles. I say they have had 18 singles from 1979 right up to 87. There has been singles released since that, and there's been a skew of albums as well, loads, but we'll just concentrate on her more successful years. Okay, so coming in at number 18, and this was released in 1985, and it got to number 93 in the charts, and the song is called World in Action, and it's the 3rd single from her Minx album. It's very 80s sounding. I think they were trying to get Toyah to be a pop star again for the mid 80s, rather than like a cult pop star which she was in the late 70s, early 80s. This is not a bad song, but it is quite dated. And at number 17, from 1987, and it's Moonlight Dancing, and you can even tell by the cover this is a lot more mainstream. It's a decent enough song, but it's nothing too special, and this came from her Desire album. I will be showing 12-inch singles and 7-inch singles, mostly 7-inch singles. So at number 16, and a weird choice, and this is in 1987 as well, and it got to 54 in the charts, and it's her version of Martha and the Muffins' Echo Beach. Now I think she does it really well, but it begs the question why, because it is a little bit pointless. It's only 7 years since Martha and the Muffins had the big hit themselves with it, so I don't understand why she did it, although it's a very mainstream looking, normal looking Toyah there in the cover. I think it's a cracking cover though, but it gets my number 16. At number 15, and from 1983, and this got to 24 in the charts, and this is Rebel Run. And this is from the Love Is the Law album, which is the last album as Toyah the band. There are 80s sounds creeping into this. It's okay, it's not bad, but it's by far her best. And for number 14, and from 1985, and this got to 22 in the charts, and this is Don't Fall in Love, I Said. Again, this is an 80s sounding Toyah, but it's really good. The chorus actually lets us down a little bit, because the verses and the bridge I think are brilliant, but the chorus itself is just a little bit too basic, but it's a decent song. Coming in at number 13, and from 1980, and we have a double A side called Birds in Flight and Tribal Look. Now this is good. We're talking about really good Toyah singles here. Now this was a standalone single. This is before she had any success. Bird in Flight is a decent pop song, and Tribal Look has got a bit of a Burundi drum sound to it, a little bit like Adam the Ants. I don't think either one is good enough to be an A-side in their own right, but put together as a decent double A side. So that gets my number 13. And at number 12, and we go back up to 1985, and this is Soul, Passing Through Soul, and this is the second single from her Minx album, and it's the best of the three. This got to number 57 in the charts. It too has an 80s sound, but it's a really good song. I really do enjoy this. So it's number 12, Soul, Passing Through Soul. And number 11, and it's the single from 1982, and it's Be Proud, Be Loud, Be Heard. Now I always look at this as the last of the big era Toyah singles. It only got to number 30, but she was still massively successful, and it's a fantastic song, and this did not feature on any album. So Be Proud, Be Loud, Be Heard gets my number 11. At number 10, and I'm going to give it to her debut single, and it's Victims of the Riddle, and this featured on her Sheep Farming in Barnet album. Now the thing about this song is it's very Yoko Ono influenced. Now there's really good groove to it, but her vocals are all over the place. She does go real Yoko Ono on it, with the screaming and the shouting and the warbling and all the rest, but I really like it, and I think it's a very adventurous debut, and that gets my number 10. At number 9, and the follow-up, and it's from the Sheep Farming in Barnet EP, and the song is Neon Womb, and this is just a really good post-punk song in the sort of same vein as Susie and the Banshees. Absolutely brilliant song, and that gets my number 9. At number 8, and it's actually a live single, and it's called Danced. Now the thing about this one is, if you were ever to describe how not to make a hit single, this is probably it. This takes about a minute and a half for it to come in. Starts off really slow. It is a live version, but once it comes in, you know that if you were at that concert, you would be pogoing to this. Whenever the drums and the guitars come in, it's absolutely brilliant. The LP track is from her debut album, Sheep Farming in Barnet, but this I think is magnificent, and a very adventurous single, but I think it's worth it. It didn't chart, unfortunately, neither did Neon Womb or Victims of the Riddle. At number 7, from 1981, and we have our second EP, Four More from Toyah, and the lead off is Good Morning Universe, and I think it's a really good single that she sings in her almost falsetto voice, and this got to number 14 in the charts. It deserved much better. Really good song. And at number 6 we have from 1981, and it's I Want to Be Free, and this is the second single from her Anthem album. This got to number 8 in the charts. I bought this at that time. This is the exact single I bought. I loved it then, love it now. I think it's just really good song. So it's one of our most famous. That gets my number 6. At number 5, and from 1982, and it's Brave New World, and this is the only single from her Changeling album. Really good, very atmospheric. I love the back cover of that. Yeah, the one thing I will say about Toyah is I was devastated. I always thought she was a natural redhead, and I only found out about 5 years ago she wasn't. She's actually a brunette. She's actually black hair. But yeah, Toyah, Brave New World, only single from Changeling. It only got to number 21 in the charts, but it's a brilliant song. Number 4, and it's The Vow. Now this is the second single from the Love Is the Law album in 1983, and this is beautiful. It's almost Elizabethan in sound, with a harpsichord type sound to it, and her vocals are magnificent, and it's just a really strong song. Unfortunately it only reached number 50 in the charts in 83, but come 83, Toyah's popularity was not as it was in 81. And at number 3, I'm going to give it to her Big hit single from Toyah EP, and It's a Mystery. This is a cover version and I can't remember who actually wrote it, but I'll put it down in the link below. She's never that keen on this song, but it's the one that broke her into the charts, and I think it's magnificent. So that gets my number 3. And at number 2, a single from 1980. Now, It's a Mystery got to number 4 in the charts. And from 1980 is Toyah, and it's the only single from the Blue Meaning album. Now, the record company obviously felt this was definitely going to be a single, because they kept pushing it. They issued it again in 81 and it did nothing. They issued it again in 82 and it finally got to number 48 in the charts, hardly breaking the charts a light, but it's an absolutely brilliant song. It's almost synth poppy as well, and her vocals are magnificent, and it deserved to be a much bigger hit, but as I say, it was released every year from 80 straight up to 82, so gets my number 2. And my favourite Toyah single from 1981, and I got to number 4 in the charts, it's Thunder in the Mountains, and I absolutely love this song. It's one of my favourite songs from 1981. I love the video of it. It's almost her in her warrior rock guise. Whenever you see her in the chariot, you know, she's only about 5 foot tall, but so impressive. Absolutely brilliant song. Wasn't on any of the albums, and you know, brilliant song. So I guess my number 1. Okay, so that's my rundown of the Toyah singles from 79 to 87. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.